Jwalant Swaroop is an eminent name among media and marketing fraternity. He is recognized for transcending challenging boundaries to attain great heights. In the 3 decades he has spent in the industry, he has been a catalyst of change due to his thinking, power of expression, and style of functioning. A master of relationship management, he has synchronized a number of teams to organization goals through personal mentoring and training. The trait that makes people warm up to him instantly, however, is his joyfulness. He has mastered the art of being happy and staying stress free even when he is facing chaos and conflicts. An ardent follower of Osho, he has also gained expertise in neuro linguistic programming. He is a firm believer that happiness not only enhances the quality of life for individuals but also improves the work culture of organizations in a big way. He has demonstrated to individuals that happiness can be enhanced. He has also consulted organizations which have since felt the impact of employee happiness has had on their work culture, attrition rate, and performance. His proactive and engaging sessions initiate the process of change towards happiness infinite. He has proved that the fastest way to learn skills and abilities required to be happy is relying on someone who is skilled at living them and is effective at teaching them. He launched Happiness Infinite in the year 2014 with the aim to create happiness centric solutions for individuals, groups, organizations, and enterprises. While Happiness Infinite has a number of mentors, yogis, and therapists on board as consultants, Jwalant conducts NLP sessions himself as well. His sessions are well attended and inspire change in thinking pattern and thereby leading to happiness. Jwalant is supported in his endeavors by a small team that, like him, believes that happiness can be boosted through right guidance and action. So over to Jwalant.
Thank you so much, Mohit, and lovely introduction. And it's such a pleasure to be in midst of such wonderful people on a Saturday morning. Uh, and also, thank you for inviting me here. So my gratitude to you, Sunilji, and everyone in the Mandal family. Quick personal plug. Let me just make it that I started this business in actually 2012 after I left my media job, which was quite intense and quite stressful. You know how media is, and especially with the kind of political scenarios that we have. I mean, it's like a high risk job as well. So I managed two very large politically driven companies in media in Maharashtra, that is Lokmat and Sakal. Lokmat belongs to Dardas and Sakal belongs to Pawars. And both opposite groups actually. So had a huge experience of managing different stakeholders, not only within my business, but also the industry stakeholders outside in the external environment. So 2012, when I started this business, after having played golf for more than a year or so, I realized that uh, what was the best thing that I have been doing in my corporate life? And that was actually creating happiness for every employee of my company. And not only knowing them personally, but also helping them emotionally. And I started a family run, an enterprise for the family run businesses. It was a consulting company called Oceana Consultants. And my mandate came quickly from a couple of companies such as Liberty Shoes and Gramvani and Global Goods and so on and so forth. So we quickly got a couple of clients, and that gave us a confidence that this is how the business probably for us will grow, helping the family run enterprises to grow, and how to structure them, how to actually eliminate the limiting beliefs in terms of legacy businesses which are running into third generation and so. So interestingly, we realize that it is largely the conflicts which are arising is due to happiness deficit. And how can we create happiness in these organizations which are riddled by tremendous amount of emotional issues within these stakeholders? And that made me to go and learn positive psychology from University of Pennsylvania. And I traveled across Europe to understand how the businesses in emotional wellness are structured across different countries. And then we realized that India is like a time bomb kind of to explode into mental health and emotional wellness. And this is where probably we need to be to help people. And of course, to sustain any business, I mean, you have to be profitable as well. So you need to have your own business plan to drive this business. So, friends, I mean, in 2014, we launched the brand called Happy Ho. Now, Happy Ho is providing solutions in positive psychology, applied philosophy, and spirituality and well-being. My clients today are from public sectors like Oil India, uh, also like in the fertilizer domain, NFL and all, and a couple of IT companies, and so on and so forth. So we are addressing the requirement from 25 employees to 2,500 employees or so. That's how it is. And at the same time, Happy Hope delivers these solutions in consulting, coaching, and counseling mode. So we get counseling clients also from different organizations who have several behavioral issues like anger, like fear of unknown, and so on and so forth. And there are people who are risk averse, so they compromise on growth, and they compromise on other things as well. So, as of now, what we are trying to actually build an ecosystem where we can deliver happiness and not the pleasure. Because most of the time I get to hear from my clients and friends that, sir, हम तो happy हैं. अच्छा, what is your way of happiness? Is, sir, हमने रात को एक बढ़िया beer पी थी and I'm must, so I don't need it. And somebody could say that, well, I have some other reasons also. So all these reasons which are external to you are not happiness. They are only pleasures. So you have any probably any way to keep yourself happy and in a disguise of pleasure. So that is fine. But at the same time, in happiness is a very internal subject, and you have to radiate happiness, because if it is internal, then it will surely radiate. And happiness is contagious. I mean, you can make people happy around yourself, but this doesn't happen for external reasons. So what we are going to do today is that I'm sure that most of you would be meditating in your own way, and those who do not have the experience of meditation, we will try to create it for you today here. And let me know first from all of you that how many of you are meditating, and you can write it in the chat box. Let me just have a look, and then probably it becomes easier for me to even explain anything more. Very good. Okay, Mohit, yes. Some more.
सर आई वांट टू शेयर समथिंग. मेडिटेशन करने के लिए बैठते हैं, वो मेडिटेशन तो होती नहीं है और सारी दुनिया की सारी चीजें उसी समय दिमाग में आती हैं.
ये बड़ा अच्छा सवाल है, और ये सबका यही बात है. जब आप जाग रहे हैं बाकी सारी चीजों के लिए, आप एक्चुअली अच्छी अवस्था में हैं. आप सो नहीं रहे. यू आर बिकमिंग अवेयर ऑफ योर थॉट्स, एंड दिस इज वंडरफुल. मेडिटेशन कंसंट्रेशन नहीं है. मेडिटेशन इज द अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू टू लुक विद इन. And when you are relaxed, when you are at peace, you will think hazard things. But if you go with those thoughts, then you are losing. But if you are just watching your thoughts, it's just fine. And that is how the meditation is all about.
तो इसका इसका मतलब जब बैठे हुए हैं और उसी समय सारी चीजें याद आती हैं और जब
आप-
नॉर्मल उसमें भूल जाते हैं.
this is where the best thing is, that you are becoming aware. If you practice it more, then you will also remember it. And at the same time, बुद्धा को भी thoughts आते थे. और मगर उनके थॉट्स आने की जो रफ्तार थी वो शायद साल में एक आध दो बार आती होगी. Otherwise, he was just living with his own feelings and experience. So, mind is a very beautiful tool to be used. It should not be negated. हम लोगों को बहुत बार ये कहा जाता है, पढ़ाई जब कर रहे हो तो ध्यान से करो, राइट? या बच्चों को हम बोलते हैं ध्यान से पढ़ाई करो एंड स्टफ एंड ऑल. मगर वो हम कंसंट्रेशन की तरफ उनको भेजते हैं. अब आप देखिए आजकल बायजूस और वो जो डिफरेंट किस्म के एजुकेशन टूल्स आए हैं, व्हाट आर दे डूइंग? They are making children learn through experience, through teaching concepts through experience, and this is what is most beautiful about it. So we should use the mind in a very nice manner. और आज भी आपके साथ कुछ ऐसा ही होगा विकास जी, but don't be afraid, that's a very good state, let me tell you that. अच्छा, तो मैं मेडिटेशन के बारे में एक दो sentences बोल के then I am going to show you a video which I have brought for you after a lot of research and with a very special request from a friend in US. So I'll show it to you first, and that will explain you the scientific side of the meditation. हमारे ब्रेन में कुछ चीजें हैं ऐसी जो हमको मेडिटेशन की अवस्था की ओर ले जाती हैं. See, human structure is so beautiful that we have been blessed with everything that is possible and the capacity to become godliness. But what we have done is we have moved away from all those things. So without any gyan further, I will be requesting for a screen share and then we get going with it.
So you already have screen share.
Oh, really? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So please watch this video, which is very, very important from the meditation point of view. And meditation is basically becoming aware about yourself, about your thoughts, about your feeling, about the sensations, and looking within. Because हम अपने से दूर चले जाते हैं. This is the time for you to connect with yourself. And I will request all my friends to put on your videos because that will help me actually connect with you all in a much better manner.
Near the center of the brain, we find a tiny Near the center of the brain, we find a tiny pine cone-shaped gland, which may be one of the most wondrous parts of our physical body. We know that the pineal gland produces serotonin and melatonin, neurotransmitters which regulate waking and sleeping cycles, as well as playing a crucial role in mood. But it may also be true that the pineal produces DMT, or dimethyltryptamine, a neurotransmitter which creates a natural psychedelic state of consciousness. If so, then this little gland plays not only a crucial role in our psychological well-being, but it may hold the key for unlocking the true potential of humanity.
In this gland, there is floating water, a reservoir of water, with crystals that actually have piezoelectric properties. There's also another thing called Piezoluminescence. If you have a little lighter and you hit the lighter and then you get that little spark that comes out, that's from a crystal being compressed. And as the crystal is compressed, it releases photons. In your brain, you have these little floating crystals that actually have that quality. And even better than that is there is another characteristic called piezochromism. Piezochromatic crystals are crystals that can release any color of light in the rainbow. Dimethyltryptamine is the main chemical that seems to do this. When DMT is chipped out of a tray that it was synthesized in, you hit it with a screwdriver, bam, you get these big bursts of colored light. Big burst of red, big burst of green, big burst of yellow, big burst of blue. Well, you have these little crystals floating in your brain.
DMT is this, dimethyltryptamine. It's what the theory is that it's what's released by the pineal gland that gives us these elevated states of insight.
Maybe DMT is the lens of our pineal gland, allowing us to see wider areas of reality than are normally accessible to our senses.
You remember that image of like a Buddha with the halo? There's always a halo around the Buddha's head, or Jesus. People say there's a cross behind him in that halo, but it's the beams of light. It's exactly what you can learn or remember to activate.
Many ancient esoteric traditions and mystical schools knew of the potential of the pineal. The ancient Greeks believed it to be our connection to the realms of thought. Buddhists know it as a symbol of spiritual awakening. In Hinduism, the pineal connects with the third eye chakra, the seat of intuition and clairvoyance. Jesus proclaimed that the eye is the lamp of the body, so then if your eye is clear, your whole body will be full of light. If Rene Descartes is right, and the pineal gland is indeed the seat of the human soul, then these traditions are correct in believing that it serves as the connecting link between the physical and spiritual worlds.
How did they know about the third eye? Because each chakra connects in to an organ. So what fascinates me is the sixth chakra plugs into the pineal gland. The pineal gland has photoreceptors on it. And yet they knew that thousands of years ago before they ever knew that there were photoreceptors on the pineal. So that to me, it shows you that we know a lot more in the past than we even do now with our technology.
The pineal gland is lined on the inside with tissue called pinealocytes. These pinealocytes are similar to the rods and cones in the retina of your eye. That's right, it's the third eye. Your brain has a third eye in the center, and it has retinal tissue. It also has the same wiring as your physical eyes do to the visual cortex in your brain. How did they know that all the way back then? That would imply very advanced technology that would have been required for them to gain such incredible information about the brain. And yet they did. And so think about what that means. If you have little crystals that can vibrate and release all the colors of the rainbow, and people claim when they go out of body or have a near-death experience that they see a silver cord. There is a cord linking their astral body to their physical body.
Indeed, it appears that the pineal gland is our connection to higher dimensions, giving us access to the psychic and spiritual realms. If this is true, then humanity is upon the precipice of a greater awakening as a whole. But this awakening does not come without its challenges and oppositions.
It's well known that fluoride interferes with the functioning of your endocrine system, the glands. These glands are the gateways to spiritual connection, to energetic layers. And I think what's really going on here is that fluoride shuts the door to spiritual connection.
So if you kind of keep the brain locked down, whether it's fluoride in the water, shut down the pineal, aluminum to disrupt the nervous system, these artificial sweeteners, then we're just in a pen.
We clearly are not as aware as we could be of our potential and are not living a life that probably is as healing or as generous or as nurturing as we're capable of doing.
This is why you get so many people today who are somehow convinced, and mainstream science is teaching this, that you are nothing but a biological skin bag, and that you do not have any existence beyond the physical. You have no consciousness, you have no spirit, no free will, and when you die, you're dead and gone, and that's permanent. That's a very dangerous philosophy.
And we are dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ADHD, all of these neurological diseases. And so I think there's a concerted effort to dumb down the population so that when they figure these things out, they're paralyzed and don't know what to do, don't know how to respond, or simply can't grasp the concept that it is happening, which is the bigger picture.
In the book of Revelation, people that have the mark of the beast on the forehead, that's the closed down pineal gland, the closed down third eye, that prevents them from having access to the cosmic nature of who they are, and that will be transformed. That's a very important part of what's going on here. Spiritual death is transformed into enlightenment, and it will happen in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye.
Despite exposure to toxins in our environment and various chemicals in our heavily processed diets, humanity is still awakening. Every day, the light of a new eon shines upon us, bringing with it an unexpected source of enlightenment.
What people don't realize is that your consciousness is governed by light, and the pineal gland is the center of consciousness.
The brain chemistry works in accordance with this. So when you wake up in the morning and the receptors in the back of your eye pick up light, the moment that happens, your optic nerve sends a signal to the pineal gland, and the pineal gland starts making serotonin. And serotonin is the daytime neurotransmitter.
This is all brain chemistry. Light hits your eyes, hits the pineal gland, changes chemicals inside your brain. Serotonin suddenly erupts in your brain. You get happy. That's all part of consciousness, and it's all guided by the sun.
The energy of the Earth is higher than it was in 2012, and it will continue to increase. All of the solar storms that are bombarding our Earth has been proven to create psychoactive experience.
And so the color of light changes your consciousness. And if the sun is changing, then it's possible that our consciousness is changing.
And it's all, I believe, part of this greater awakening that we're going through at this time. This pineal gland activation, you could call it that. You could call it the coming golden age. You could call it the energetic shift that we're going through at this time.
It could be that the changing nature of the sun over the last 20 years is what's causing the great awakening that's happening.
I take the same data that the universities have garnered and draw a different conclusion. Their conclusion may be that an anionic ratio change creates hallucinations. Therefore, the hallucinations are not real. I take those studies and say that the anionic ratio change opens doors within the pineal and allows us to have multi-dimensional experiences.
Knowing that the pineal gland plays a key role to our spiritual evolution, we must undertake the noble effort to make sure our third eye stays open so that we stay connected with the higher realms of being.
There is a misconception, I think, for many people that the human auric field is automatically managed. It is not. It requires maintenance, and there are keys and responsibilities to maintaining our auric field.
That's why people that are older are like, they lose a bit the joie de vivre, you know, they lose a bit the joy of life. So what you can learn very simply by realizing that all that is in your body and that you can reconnect to it is that you will start to create alpha waves. That's the first step. Then if you've learned how to create these alpha waves, then you can realign all the rest of your head. You know, your pineal gland, your pineal chakra, your pituitary chakra. You can realign everything, and then actually you can open up your third eye. You can reactivate these beams of light. You'll be much more psychic, so telepathic. You'll receive more, you'll be much more sensitive. So in the beginning you get this blast. You're like, whoa, you know, the world is opening up. But after a while, you will just get used to it. It will be normal. So in day-to-day life, yes, it's useful. At the same time, it will become normal.
For the first time in history, humanity as a whole is being presented with the opportunity to unlock the dormant potential that's swirling inside each of us. By avoiding toxins, getting sunlight, and undertaking various forms of meditation, one may improve the overall performance of this tiny little gland and bear witness to the greatest secrets of the universe.
So now you understand that how seriously the West is trying to work on the Indian concepts of yoga, the chakras, and everything that possibly we have been taught and explained even in the Patanjali yoga and everything. Now, to make it things simpler, the video has been very useful. At the same time, let me just quickly give you the three important points. Right in the middle of our two eyebrows is our प्रीफ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स, जिसको आज्ञा चक्र भी हिंदी में बोलते हैं, और ठीक इसके पीछे एग्जैक्टली इसके पीछे डॉर्सल रैफे है, एक ग्लैंड है जो हमको ज्यादातर नेगेटिव हार्मोन्स रिलीज करती है। और डॉर्सल रैफे को कूल डाउन करने के लिए आपको अपने आज्ञा चक्र पर, प्री फ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स पे काम करना जरूरी है। और जो पाइनियल ग्लैंड की बात हो रही है वो ठीक बीच में है हमारे शरीर के ब्रेन में, और उसको हम लोग योग में सहस्त्रार्थ कहते हैं, जिसको 7 पेटल लोटस भी कहा जाता है। तो ये एक एनर्जी फील्ड जिसको कि हम लोग मेडिटेशन से अचीव कर सकते हैं, दौड़ने भागने से अचीव कर सकते हैं, और बाकी चीज़ों से अचीव कर सकते हैं। तो मेडिटेशन उसके लिए बहुत सहायक है। इट्स क्वाइट हेल्पफुल। अब मैं आप लोगों को जिस मेडिटेशन के लिए ले जा रहा हूं, मैं क्विकली उसके बारे में बात करूं। तिब्बत दुनिया के कोने में एक ऐसी जगह है जहां पे मेडिटेशन के ऊपर सबसे ज्यादा काम किया गया है। And I have been lucky that I have spent some time there also, and as well learning different techniques across the globe, including the Sufi whirling in Turkey and other places. तो आज मैं आप लोगों को तिब्बत का वो मेडिटेशन करा रहा हूँ जिसे वो लोग मॉर्निंग में करते हैं, अर्ली मॉर्निंग करते हैं। उसका नाम है तिबेतियन हमिंग मेडिटेशन। आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज वॉच दिस वीडियो। इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल वीडियो एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द टेक्निक। अगर आपने टेक्निक ठीक की तो आई एम श्योर यू विल हैव द एक्सपीरियंस आल्सो वेरी नाइस। एंड वंस you have finished watching the video, my request would be please put on your videos and keep yourself muted, so that I could send my healing energies to each one of you. So that's the reason that I'm asking for. So if it is possible, just put it on the videos, and please watch the video which explains you the technique. Are you able to see the video, please?
Good morning, friends. My name is Jwalant, Swaroop, and I'm life, happiness, and meditation coach.
So we're not being able to see your screen.
Sorry?
We are going to do the Tibetan.
You have to share the screen again.
Okay, just a second.
Humming meditation. It is an active meditation with very profound results. So I'm going to explain you the technique of the meditation, because we have to prepare ourselves for the meditation, because we are not so tuned to go into silence straight. So we have to do some preparation for it. So the technique is not very complicated, it's very simple. It has 3 stages. The first stage is of humming. You have to create a sound like a honeybee by touching your upper jaw with your tongue like this. Keep your lips closed, eyes closed throughout the meditation, and create a sound. To create the sound, you have to first fill your belly with your fresh breath, right? So breathe in. And when you are doing the humming, you breathe out also. And you have to continue this cycle till the music change and I guide you. Okay? So let me show you how we do the humming. So tongue touching the upper jaw, lips closed, eyes closed. When you breathe in, your tummy will be coming out because it is filled with air. And when you are breathing out, the tummy will go in. So when you're breathing out, you have to do the humming, right? So I hope this stage is clear to all. The second stage is of strong visualization. The energy that you have built by doing the humming, you have to imagine that you are pouring it into your palms. You bring your palms together on your navel center, right? And then go on pouring, in visualizing that you are pouring the energy in your palms, and now you are spreading this into the existence. This is the way that we are connecting with the existence. So all that you have to do is your palms facing skyward or open palms, and very slowly and gently spread your arms, forming a semicircle, and visualize that the energy is flowing out of your palms and is spreading into the whole existence. Starting from the room where you are sitting to your house and in your vicinity, and now into the whole existence. And once the semicircle is complete, bring your palms together onto your navel center again, and then repeat the same thing till the music changes. So this is stage 2A, and 2B is reverse of it. Now you have to collect the energy. In the 2A, you have spread. In 2B, you have to collect. Now, how will you collect it? So you have to bring your palms facing downwards onto your navel center and make a reverse movement. How? See it. You take your hands backward, and now you are collecting the existence energy mixed with your own energy, the most purified energy through your navel center, right? So gently, slowly, you have to go on making backward semicircles and come back on your navel center and imagine that the existence energy is entering your body through your navel center, right? Now, this is the preparation. The stage 1 and 2 is the preparation for the meditation. The stage 3 is the silence. Now you are ready to go into the silence. You can lie down in case if you have the facility to lie down, making the least movement. And if not, then just keep sitting on the chair, closed eyes, and be still. No movement whatsoever. There will not be any music. And once the silence time is over, you will hear 3 bells. That is an indication that the meditation is over. But keep your eyes closed till I ask you to open it. Right? So now we will get ready for doing the meditation. When you are sitting on the chair, please do not cross your legs. And if you are sitting on the floor, sit in a sukhasana with your back straight, eyes closed, tongue touching the upper jaw, lips closed. And when the music starts, start the humming along with me. Thank you. Good morning, friends. My name is Jwalant Swaroop.
Yes, so now ready for the meditations, please. I'm seeing lot many people wearing these specs. I will suggest आप लोग चश्मे अपने उतार के किनारे बड़े अच्छे से रख लें, and just relax and be in the space of doing the meditation. If there is a room where you think there are external sounds coming, then you can shut the door, right? And you sit in a relaxed position on your chair, right? And let me know if the volume needs to be increased or decreased. I'm just giving a test first. Any one of you can unmute yourself and let me know. Is it okay? sorry.
Sound good.
Sound is okay?
Sound is good.
All right. Okay, great. Just yeah. Yes. Ready? Close your eyes. Touch your tongue to the upper jaw. Lips closed. Body relaxed. No tension anywhere. You don't have to do any activity except meditation, so just relax. And I'll tell you when you have to spread and enter into stage 2. Please start becoming now that you are able not only yourself,
कहाँ पड़ा है प्लीज दे यार पड़ोसी पड़ोसी ना सबसे कष्ट हो गए
Go on. Just keep humming. No action. Now stop humming and enter into stage two. Bring your hands both on the navel center. Visualize that you are pouring down the energy in your body. Now stretching out as if spreading energy around the system. Breathing, extending the energy to the whole system. Transfusing fiber. Slowly opening walking to the middle of the vertex and developing deep exhale breath. Breathing slowly deeper. This is your opportunity to connect with your essence. Your presence slowly deepens. Slowly stretching. Now bring your palms facing downwards on your navel center, and now collect the energy from the existence. With your own energy from the palms by the ethers. Bring it to your navel center. Now collect the energy. Everything that is taking place in your body. Taking that energy in your body. Breathing Now enter into the silence. You are fully ready to go deeper and deeper within yourself. Just be a witness, just a watcher. Thoughts may come and go. You don't go with the thoughts. Stay with yourself. Be aware to any sensation in the body, to the feeling arising. No movement whatsoever. बिल्कुल मूर्तिवत हो जाएं।
एक सेकंड।
Please mute yourself. Be in silence without any movement. Completely still. Tibetan humming meditation is over. To come back, rub your palms and keep it on your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Take a few deep breaths. Take 3 deep breaths. Become very slowly, come back. My gratitude to each one of you for making me part of your silence. Thank you very much. It was wonderful being here. Thanks.